Okay, good afternoon. It's been a while since I do a live, so I just thought I'd do one for fun. And I am actually testing out a new watercolor set I got from MozArt. So they have been very nice. They sent me quite a few things actually. They sent me a brush set, a watercolor set, also a pencil set right here. So I'm going to use only a few of them. I'm not able to use all of it. Thank you. Thank you for liking my content. I am going to use their pencil because they do offer a pencil with mechanical pencil with 0.5 millimeter lead. So that's will able to take my 0.5 millimeter for B lead, which is something that I use. So disregard those colors. Those are the color that I usually use, but these are the color that I'm going to use today. It's from MozArt. So here's the cover. It says it's 40 colors. I'm probably not going to use all of them. Japanese style, so they say it's highly pigmented. So we'll see. And I will just spray a little bit. I already tested a little bit yesterday. So far, so good. I'm also using their paper as well, just to be, just to make sure that I'm using the material that they provide me. I also got a color chart here, so I'll be able to know which one is which, because they're pretty dark. Like this one is actually turquoise, but it's so dark you're not able to tell, because I guess it's really concentrated and stuff. Hi, good to see you guys. Oh my goodness, so many people already. Okay, so let's just get started. So I'm going to paint this photo underneath me. I think it's an Orthodox church in Moscow, I think. Okay, and the reason I picked that specifically because they got some metallic color that I want to try it out. So I never really own any of this metallic color because I don't really feel like I need those colors. Probably it's just more like for fun, and I don't say I'm gonna use them regularly, but it's just fun to see how they're gonna work out. So the golden dome in this church building is probably great for using one of these metallic paint to do that. So hopefully that'll give us some interesting results. So let's just get started. I'm going to do a very, very quick and loose painting here. And it's not a big paper as well, so it's not really that important that I get a lot of details and stuff. Okay, so let me try to establish the position of the church building. So I'll say something like here. I'll start with a box. Okay. I'm going to keep it loose, so the perspective might be off a little bit. I hope you forgive me for that, because this is really not a big finished piece. Okay, good to see you guys. So I'm doing a very loose drawing. You guys can hear me, right? Just I need to make sure that the mic is on and everything. I assume it's on, so I just started to talk before I make sure everybody can hear me. Okay, so we got this. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so got this big building right here, and right now I'm just very loosely indicate the position of things, and there's a little 2-point perspective going on, and I'm not going to measure it too much. Somewhat close, then we should be good. Okay, so this line is going to help me to extinguish how high this tower is, like the corner of this building. So we got a couple little domes here. I'm just gonna loosely indicate those. Okay. I'm drawing very light right now because I'm not looking to commit to anything just yet. Okay, So now I think we can start to go a little bit, just a little bit tighter. Okay. Pencil's nice, a little bit thinner than my usual ones. I usually use monograph, so I'm kind of got used to how thick the pencil is. But this is a little bit thinner. Still got a good weight on it though. Okay. But the important thing is that it needs to hold 0.5 millimeter 4B lead for me, because I draw with 4B. It's a little bit darker and also softer, so it'll be easy to erase. But it's also dark enough so when I'm doing my first wash on it, it's not going to just wash away completely. Okay, so it's kind of like a cylinder with a dome. This dome actually kind of looks like a Hershey's Kiss or chestnut, whatever it is. So something like that. Canada. I miss Canada. I was going to visit Vancouver during spring break around April. Got cancelled because the whole pandemic. Once Canada's border is open, I am going to be the first one there. That being said, I don't think it's the matter of Canada open their border. Is that whether Americans are welcome anywhere right now, because we are being horrible at keeping the pandemic, the case number down. Anyways, whatever it is, wherever you are, I just hope you are staying safe and healthy. That's the most important thing. Yeah, nobody know 2020 is going to be like this. And just when you thought it can't get any worse, the huge explosion in Lebanon, not Libya. So yeah, it has been a weird year. And I'm aware of all the things, but I'm just hoping that the content I make will be something a little bit more lighthearted, help people to kind of relax and enjoy. I think painting is something that I go to when I'm stressed out or when I'm just feeling a little bit unmotivated and stuff. Go and do a little bit of painting, relax. It definitely helped me. Okay, so so this is kind of like urban sketch. I'm not a big urban sketcher, but what I do is I'm not going to focus on too much detail. So things just kind of indicated, and I try to keep my line flowing. So I'm not going to do tiny little line like these, trying to get everything accurate. Okay, it's not really the point of these. Okay, the point of this video is to really just to test out the materials that they sent me, as well as getting a little sketch done. So the perspective and stuff, the technical aspect of it might not be dead on, but just have some fun. Okay, so keep your line flowing. One of the things that's very important is that you keep your line flowing when you're drawing. Okay, it's very important that you don't do this tiny little hairy line like these. Okay, to me that's a big no-no, because that habit is going to carry over to how you paint. So that's when you start to keep dabbing. When I see students and some people start to keep dabbing, usually they have the same drawing habit, is that they don't keep their line flowing, they don't keep their line connected. Okay, so it's kind of like a circle there, and got a little bit of structures here. This building gets really complicated, so whatever. Okay. I'm being very careless on this, so please don't bash me if things look off to you. I'm just trying to do a little sketch here. Okay, so there's a bridge, there's got some trees. Actually, I like some of those trees in front of the building, and the bridge down here is also like a shadow. So I'm not doing a value study for this. This is, yes, it's from MozArt. Yeah. Komorebi. Yeah. Don't know how to say that correctly. And when they say Japanese style, I'm not quite sure what they mean, but they say it's like highly pigmented, so probably very strong and concentrated. Okay, let's erase some of the messy lines. I mean, they all look messy, but some of the messy line that I don't need when I paint. So just use my kneaded eraser, going over them very, very lightly. Get some of the dirty line away. Okay. So what I'm going to do, this is a very thin paper. I glued it on the side myself so it can turn into some sort of a block. But I am thinking this time I'm gonna try to pre-wet the paper, because I do want to include that nice bright sky with cloud there. So I'll just use a sponge and pre-wet some of the area. Benefit of using sponge is that the water is not going to go too crazy, because if you have excessive water like these, okay, and you go over it, the sponge is going to pick back up again. So you're not going to have a huge puddle of water anywhere. So this is a good way to do it. If you use brush, just make sure it's not too wet. Okay, I think this is good. All right, so I'm going to start by painting the sky. Now, again, I'm just going to use this. Okay, I'm going to disregard the usual color that I use. This is called what? Neon blue. I'm judging with my eyes. Okay, this is a nice looking blue, a little bit warm, closer to green, which is good. Mix that with a little bit of, what is deep blue? I have no idea what this looks like. It's really dark. Ultramarine blue. Okay, something a little bit more familiar. Okay, so let's see how that works. Okay, that looks nice. So, whoops, my brush snapped. Okay, well, it's all pre-wetted, so make sure your mixture is not too wet. Okay, just some soft cloud there. And I am making a video about painting cloud, and that is still in the making. Hopefully I will get it done just in time for the upcoming week. Okay, some blue down here. Okay, I'm going to use a damp brush and soften this a little bit. Alright, now let's mix a dark color. The this looks like. I have no idea what color I'm using. Okay, I know this is burnt umber. The alizarin crimson, I guess. This one. Okay. Seriously, I'm just grabbing random colors, but here, okay. Okay, a little bit cooler. Okay, so let's just get that in. A little bit of the cloud down here. I mean, shadow of the cloud, the dark side of the cloud. I'm trying to skip around the building so I can keep some of it. Okay, the paper is drying pretty fast. I think that's just their paper dry quite fast. So I'm just use clean water, dry your brush with a rag, and I'm gonna soften some of the edges so they don't end up to be very harsh. I just want a little hint of cloud. I'm not looking for big cloud painting. So some of these, and again, just keep it like a like a fun sketch. So I'll grab all this color together, get some blue into it. Okay, so well, we got some nice cloud there. Okay, so I don't have a lot of mixing area, so I need to grab this clean, wipe it clean. So now I'm going to start painting the dome. So let's have some fun with the metallic color. Again, I never used this, so I don't know how it's gonna work out, but no, that's bright. Okay. So I will treat it, since it's the first wash, I will treat this as the color of the light here. Okay. That's quite interesting. It's so shiny. Oh, fun. Okay, so some other domes here. So I believe this color is quite opaque despite it being light. So it's really fun. Okay, I wonder if I can do some wet on wet with the metallic color. I have like a slightly darker metallic bronze is what that color is. I think if you're like doing hand lettering and stuff, this metallic color can be really cool to use. For painting, I don't know, never tried that before. But again, a little bit of wet onto wet. Let's see how it performs. Okay, that looks fine. Looks good. Okay, got a little bit of form going. Light is coming from this side, so this is from MozArt. MozArt, like the name of musician, but they say MozArt. Okay, anyways, so our first wash, again, this is our first wash, so just color of the light, and maybe I will give the building a little bit of the warmth. So brilliant yellow, lemon yellow, I have no idea what. There's a little bit of green on this, so now let me see if I can add a little bit of, sorry, I'm trying to look for colors here. Yellow ochre, yeah. The way they lay it out is a little bit different than how I usually like to do. I usually like to lay out all the earth tone color here. See, like this is what happens when you have so many different colors. You start to kind of don't know which color to use. That's why I always say try to limit your palette. Okay. Okay, let's just keep it mostly transparent. I just want a little bit of warmth to it. Okay, just an overall big wash. Use a little bit of this metallic bronze on the roof here, just for fun. Okay. Metallic red ochre. Okay, so let's take a little bit of pause and look at the overall value. So I didn't do a value study for this one, but if you kind of squint your eyes, you can kind of see the dark kind of starting from the dome and on the right side of this structure that connects to this, and this side of the building connect to the cast shadow here, and actually even connect to the tree, and that tree connects back into the structure here, and there's another cast shadow here. Okay, so we can do a lot of the connection in our second wash. Let's actually start to do that. So we don't need to worry about wet onto wet right now. We can just wait for it to dry. While we do that, we can just start to mix our colors here. This is what Azurite blue. All these color names, I'm gonna forget them all, so I'm just gonna look at the color itself and work with it. So it's a very nice sunny day, so the color in the shadow is mostly going to be pretty cool, with some hints of blue here. So I'm gonna add a little bit more blue here. A little bit of crimson color. Oh, we got violet, so I'll use a little bit of that. I'll do a little bit of test and see how well it's going to look. So I'll test it here. Okay, that's not bad. Can be a little bit darker though. I'm gonna actually mix a little bit of what I think is Penn's gray in there. Okay. Okay, that's good. So since I already started here, so might as well just start from here. I will building, go up here, and just the shadow side of the building. Okay, don't worry about covering. We don't need to do a lot of details here. Okay, careful with the highlight that you want to keep though. Okay, I might need to use 2 brushes just to make things a little bit easier. So I also need to mix a kind of a warm green here. Turquoise with umber. Yeah, let's just do that quickly. A little bit warmer. Just grab some more warmer color. There we go. Nice. Color shows up quite nice. I actually like it. Okay. I'm not big on collecting different art materials. They send it to me, so I feel that I own them to kind of test it out and let you guys know. I guess this is kind of like a blessing to be a YouTuber. People start sending me materials. I got other companies asking me if I want to test out certain things. sometimes it's not related to art supply like at all, which is pretty odd if you ask me. There's like a anime merchandise of like a Naruto hairband or something. It's just something really, really weird. Like, oh, you want to try that on your videos? Like, no, I'm not a cosplay or a game streamer. Why do I want to use that? Okay, so very quickly connect that shadow shape over here. Just don't worry about the details. Okay, squint your eyes while you're at it and just connect all these shapes. Sorry, I need to concentrate a little bit right now, so I'm not able to read the chat because I really want to finish this in one go. Okay, there you go. Something connects to the tree, and we got this as well. It's a cast shadow casting down here, then down. Okay, and the bridge and stuff. Oh, I almost used my own paint. No. The bridge and stuff, let me just do it very quickly. Here we got a bridge down here, maybe a little bit warmer. Those connect to the tree, okay? Even though there's a little bit of value differences, don't worry about it. Okay? Just keeping it simple is more important. Again, paper dry quite fast, so I also need to work kind of fast. Okay, so the top of the dome here. Let's paint the building first. Okay, again, okay, just don't worry about all the details and stuff. Okay. Connect the shape, connect those shapes, and we can bring a little bit of little hints of shadows here. Guess there are some structures over here, decorations here and there, so very simple. Okay, now also into this, I think it's not completely dry yet. I don't know if it's the metallic paint that's doing that, but it's fine. Okay, so here we go. Just a little bit warmer here. So a little form, little shadows and stuff. Okay, just keep it loose. Okay, let your brush kind of just dance on the paper. Okay, we can so you can. Let's see what happened if I try to mix the metallic paint into it. Let's see if I can find like a transition tone. Too much water. It's so interesting, this metallic paint. Okay. First time I use it, don't know if it's gonna be the last because it's really out of my usual my usual way of painting. And one of the reasons I don't use color like these is because, once I frame it, it's going to lose that metallic property anyways, because I like to use anti-glare framing, because watercolor is matte by its nature. So if I use like a glossy glass or plexiglass over it, it's, for me, kind of loses purpose, because it's not going to be matte anymore. Anyways, okay, let's continue. There's a cast shadow on this building right here. Okay, because probably this tower or this casting a shadow on it. And just shadow side of that. Color is a little bit out of whack, but whatever, is okay. If the value is right, I don't mind the color going a little bit weird. Okay, the rooftop here. Can make it a slightly darker in there. Okay. Some roof here. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, so this color has a little bit of metallic in it. Let's just see what's going to happen. Still, okay, as fun as all these are, the value is still very important. Okay, so I'll try to use the metallic paint for this part too. Okay, just a couple simple brush strokes, not sink too hard on those. Okay, so a little bit of details here, a little bit of form for this dome. Okay. All right. Let's try to wrap up this wash. I'm gonna grab a little bit of warm color. There's some bounce light from the roof that got onto the shadow side here. Okay, so got the basic form. Let's try to get into a little bit of detail. Now, when I say detail, I don't mean to start to dab every little thing that you see, just little hints, suggestions. Okay, there's some big doors, windows here, and okay, and also within this side, we still got a little bit of structure, some columns and stuff. No, we don't need to, at least I'm not planning to paint all the crazy details, but a little hint wouldn't hurt. Okay, so got a little bit of architectural detail here, just a little thing here, and there's this kind of circular thingy sculpture. I don't know all the architectural term for those. Okay, so the doorway here. Doors are all shut. I wonder if they're closed that day. Okay. Okay, just the tip of my brush, get some line going. Okay, we're almost done with this wash. There's a little lamppost here. Okay. I'll just give it a nice transparent color, something here. It's just like a stone cup wall and bridge, and so just something very simple. Okay. Okay, so first wash, second wash, it's pretty much done here. Now I need to look at it and think about a third wash. Third wash is just some dark accent of the thing, more to darken this part. And maybe some shadows on the trees, definitely some more dark details within the shadow shape. But if you kind of squint your eyes, you can see the big overall shape. This, with the shadow connecting here with the tree back to here in the bridge. The door here, let's have the door connect to the bridge actually. Okay. Quite loose here. Okay, so it dried pretty fast, so I can just get onto it right away. Let me use a slightly smaller brush. Okay, so let's do some dark detail here. Okay, this is Payne's Gray. They don't have a neutral tint. So I'll just grab Payne's Gray, some burnt umber. The burnt umber looks a little bit cooler. So I'll add a little bit of burnt sienna to warm it up a little bit. Okay, so that's... Again, we'll start from here. Let's see how it looks. Okay, a little bit darker. Okay, so just some dark detail here. The overall big shape is not going to change. This is just to add a little bit more depth and detail within this area. Okay, so all of a sudden you start to, there's some more stuff over here inside the shadow. But again, if you squint your eyes, overall big shape never really change. Okay, the value grouping is already established. We're just completing its value range. Okay, so we got light, mid, and dark. Okay, that's all that is. I feel like I need just a little bit more colors here. Like it's missing some colors here. Yeah. Okay, anyways, it's a loose painting. It's like a very loose sketch, so okay. And just add a little bit darker shadow over here on the side of this recessed door, window, whatever. Okay, that's just gonna give it, a little bit more depth here. And we do see some stuff underneath those roof, so a little bit of dark inside here. Okay, so underneath here, same thing. We'll add some details here. That's lovely. Thank you, Karen. It is definitely really fun, especially when you're not trying to give yourself the pressure. Hey, I'm going to paint a masterpiece today. Don't give yourself that kind of pressure. Just try to have fun and take it as a learning opportunity, which is usually what I do. Like a bunch of failed painting and scrap paper on the floor right now. A little bit of, there's some sculpture and some detail, whatever. It's just really too small for me to make anything out of it, so just a little suggestion of something here. Okay. Like big cathedrals are not the easiest thing to do, just because there's so much stuff going on. And I think this is a relatively simple one. If you going to paint like a Gothic, super complicated cathedral in Europe, then I would probably just give up. Okay, so some dark down here. Okay, so we're at a good place, so let's continue to work our way down here. And okay, add a little bit of violet here, a little bit warmer, a little bit redder. Okay, so down here, that bridge, just give it a little bit more dark, give it a little bit more punch here. Okay, there we go. Now let's give our tree a little bit of volume as well. Turquoise, burnt sienna, burnt umber. I'll add a little bit of violet, actually. A little bit of blue. Okay, so just keep it simple. Like, I have a problem dabbing too much when it comes to trees because I see a lot of details, but definitely try to keep it simple. And just I should have just give it a little bit more wet on too wet. It feels like this scene just kind of cut off here. Which is fine if I just crop the painting later, but let me see if I can just give something a little bit more loose here. so that it kind of just flows down here. Okay. There's like a transition side of this bridge, so I will just give it a value here. I'm not going to bother with the... Well, thank you. This is just a fun little sketch. But thank you guys for being so kind. Okay, so there's some structure, distant buildings, whatever. Just get those in. Nice and loose. Get a little bit of shape here, just so that this can come out. There's a distant dome here. Okay, so this, I feel like this edge needs a little bit of resolve here. That weird white halo around it. It's kind of odd. Okay. Okay, that's pretty wet, so it's washing off some of the paint, but also a good time to actually do some wet on to wet down here. But let the bottom kind of just loosen up a little bit. I don't know what's underneath it too, probably just trees. So it doesn't really matter. You don't have to paint everything. Okay. Give this bridge a little bit of value here. Raise the tree up just a little bit. Yeah, I did sketch before I paint, so that's why you see some messy pencil lines. Okay, so I feel the dome, the dark part of the dome, it needs to be a little bit darker. Like, yeah, it feels a little bit flat up there, so I don't know if it's the metallic paint is kind of absorbing the dark that I put in, but just add a little bit more dark here. Actually, I feel like the metallic paint is still not dry yet. It's so weird. Oops. But yeah, it definitely needs a little bit more dark for it to read. Okay, yeah, I think that reads better. This guy here. Just give it some water and just bloat it out. Okay, I think this is it. Not much more I think I can do with this painting. Just a very quick little sketch. Very fun testing out the metallic paint. Again, I don't know if I will. This is probably not going to be like a regular things that I'm going to use, because I'm not big on like experimenting art supplies with different paints and stuff. I mean, it is fun, that's for sure, but yeah, there's okay, so I mean, the paint feels pretty good. I mean, this paper is I usually use MozArt paper for like value study or some quick sketch and study like these. So if I need to paint something serious, I probably won't use this paper. Not saying this paper is bad, it just doesn't take as much beating. The paper is a little bit thinner, it's a lot softer. So I personally probably won't use for if you want to do some like serious painting, like a big finished piece. This is pretty small anyways. This is like a letter size paper, which is a good paper for practicing. Paint itself, I think paint is actually turning out pretty good. Yeah, like the color is nice. It's nice and intense. So thank you, MozArt, for sending me this. Let's look at the metallic paint though. I think that would be fun. So let me move the camera up a little bit. Might be a little bit hard to see in the camera though, but like I don't know if I can. Yeah, probably a little bit hard to see like the shiny quality of that. Yeah, like there's some like shininess here. Yeah, you can tell like these, right? So it's quite fun looking at it in person. So okay, all right, that's a fun painting. So thank you guys for joining me. It's been fun, and hopefully the videos on the cloud painting will be out next Wednesday. Thank you guys. I will see you guys next week.